Hello and welcome back to Introduction to Astronomy. My name is Paul Eric and I teach physics, astronomy, and geology at Ozarks Technical Community College in Springfield, Missouri. And today what we want to do is to review for the Unit 1 lecture exam. And so these are the lessons that are in it. So it's going to be lessons number 1 through 8. And so first we're going to be doing a review of lesson number 1, a modern view of the universe. So make sure and read your lesson objectives, and then also note that it says right there that you do not need to know any objectives that are in bold for the exam. So this very first lesson was just a review or an introduction to what astronomy is. And so there wasn't a whole lot from lesson number 1 that you're going to be tested on. Okay, so this is going to correspond to chapters 1 and then chapter 3, section 4. Okay, so what are you going to learn in astronomy? You can read through that, and you should now actually be able to answer questions 2 through 8 on this. So you might want to take a look at these questions now and see if they make a little bit more sense to you. But otherwise, these questions are not necessarily going to be on the exam. Okay, how is the universe arranged? So at this point, you don't need to know this. But at the end of the semester, you definitely will. Okay, you do need to know what the astronomical unit is, and that it is the distance from the Earth to the Sun. That's 1 astronomical unit. You do not need to know the numbers that goes with it. If you do need to know the numbers, then I would provide that for you on the exam. And then also the same thing, you do need to know what a light year is. So it is the distance that light can travel in 1 year going at the speed of light. And so again, just know the definition of what the light year is. Okay, you should have an understanding that the distance from the Earth to the Sun is 1 astronomical unit, which is 8 light minutes. So it takes light from the Sun 8 minutes to reach the Earth. So make sure and know that. Another thing you ought to know is that the distance to the closest star is about 4 light years. And then the diameter of our galaxy is about 100,000 light years across. So those would be some good numbers to know for the exam. Okay, then you don't need to know this. You should know that the age of the Earth is about 4.5 billion years. And then the age of the universe is somewhere between 12 and 14 billion years old. But otherwise, you don't need to know all of the different things that happened during the development of the universe. You'll learn about that later in the course. All right, so that covers lesson number 1. Okay, so we're going to take a break, and when we come back, we're going to review lesson number 2.